Hey, how's it going, fellow YouTubers? Dave with Dave's Cards 861 here. I wanted to take a minute to do a little video of kind of how I organize my cards. If you watch my intro video, you'll know that back in August I got back into card collecting. Last time I had collected was somewhere in the 93 range. So it's been a long time. I found it very helpful from other YouTubers to kind of to take a look at, how they organize their cards, and it really helped me decide on how I wanted to organize my stuff. I think it's very important to keep your collection organized in order to know kind of what you have, how you can grab it. If somebody is interested in a trade for something, you can go in and take a look at, that particular area of interest for that person or whatnot. Helps to do trades, helps to kind of let go of some of the inventory. If you start to look into selling stuff, which I haven't really done a lot of sales. I've done a couple of trades. I'm going to open one of the trade results via a mail day on this video as well. But starting from the left side here, I use an app called Snups. It's a collector's app. It's not necessarily geared just towards cards, but just collections of stuff. And it allows me to display my card. So anytime I have a card that I want to take a picture of and I want to get it onto my Snups account, I kind of put it in this section here. I got one in there now. It's a Bryce Harper 2013. If you saw me open the Fairfield box, you saw me grab that one, right? So that's in my Snups, saying that I need to get it into my Snups account, right? So this one here is add to Beckett, right? So I use a Beckett organization tool, and I'm going to go over that at the end of this video. But the Beckett organization tool is great. It's something you have to pay for, so you got to get your mind around spending the money for it. But I think it's good to go. So these things here, these are my inserts. All the tabs. My wife is a crafter. She has one of those Cricut machines, and I asked her for some help making tabs, and this is kind of what she came up with. So I think it's pretty awesome because I have terrible handwriting. So having me write stuff down on all these labels, they would all look like garbage. I'd be able to read them, but other folks would probably be like, what the heck is that? Okay, so after this one I have inserts, right? So inserts, for example, would be some of these pink refractors. Right, so what I put here is these are the inserts that are not quite top loader. So far right now, my top loaders have kind of been the $4-ish price range, or equivalent value in terms of how I like the card, right? Not necessarily monetary value. So these ones over here are my penny sleeve inserts. These are some unsorted, right? So unsorted means that I've gotten it into Beckett. I've put it on the Snups app if I wanted to display it, and now I put it here before it makes its way probably somewhere over here, right? Which I'll get into here in a sec when I talk about the current active players. Okay, so unsorted rookies, I take out, if you ever see me sort packs, I take out all my rookie cards and I put them in one stack. And then, if it's players that I collect, I put those aside, inserts, and then I put to another pile, basically commons, right? So I can go back through and maybe make some team sets out of some of those commons, or to build sets. But other than that, I'm probably not going to do a whole lot with those commons. Okay, so but the rookie cards I do keep. I keep rookie cards, inserts, refractors, any of that stuff. Unsorted means I've added it to my Beckett, right? It's added to Snups if I wanted to. And then it just needs to make its way over into maybe any one of these other piles or anything like that. But a couple of unsorted things. I had a mail day Manny Machado, which I erroneously called this an auto. There is no autograph on this card. I had no idea why I said that. But either way, I did. So here's my Manny Machado Bowman rookie. That's just something that I need to find a spot for within here. Not difficult, but sometimes you get overwhelmed with things coming in and you don't always get it into the place that it belongs. So I do have a rather large unsorted pile here. The other one's pretty self-explanatory here. I got 2017 rookies. Through a couple of these guys. Mostly Benintendi, I think, is in here. Bellinger, a couple other guys. Saw a prospect card in there. Vlad, he didn't even have a rookie card yet, so I'll work my way through that. So 2016 guys. So some of those guys don't really hold they didn't hold that $4 value I talked about, but it's also just a player that I really like as well. So that also factors into whether I put it into a top loader. Hall of Famers. I have many more Hall of Famers, but they've kind of fallen into other categories. So maybe they were 80s rookies in their Hall of Famers, but like this Wade Boggs rookie card, which is pretty cool. I'll have to do another video going through each of these. But today I'm just talking about organization of cards in itself. Wow, look at that. Bam. Bo Jackson. Awesome card. Very cool. 1990 score. Bo Jackson. 50 cents on the Beckett. There you go. A little Bill Ripken. This is actually the black box card. So, and then my inserts. I think I've gone over some of these before my intro video, but quite a bit of 2018 rookies, right? Because my first year back into collecting, so obviously the preponderance of my stuff is within the 2018 realm. All right, so over here there's another box. Now this box right here, I just started doing these. There's a lot of players that I collect, and then to move them from the unsorted over here on the left into something that's more sorted, and then I could find that player or that card as I remember that I had it or whatever. I put them over here into the sorted. So right here is current players from A to C and then on down the line. What I usually do is I'll put these into that category, and then I'll go back and I'll grab that whole stack, right, of my P through R's, and I'll go ahead and I will put them into player order, and then I'll put it back into that slot. Okay, Madison wants to know what I'm doing in here with my baseball cards, and she's in here with me. Hey, Madison.
Hi.
How are you, my love? Okay, I have a couple. I'm trying to build my pack collection. I'm very bad at this. I think I mentioned that in one of my previous videos. Just a couple of random packs. Some 1990 Fleer. And this one's a 2018 opening day. I'll try to keep those unopened. I'll let my kids play with them. Maybe open them someday. And then this other box here is my Padres Giants collection. All right, so I'm trying to work with get more of these going over here, more dividers and tabs. Right now, it's just kind of a collection of Padres. So you won't find many Padres in here. I do heavily collect Padres and Giants cards. Wife's a big Giants fan. That's kind of how I keep her engaged with me getting cards and stuff. We're both huge baseball fans. She's a Giants fan, I'm a Padres fan. Gives us a little bit of rivalry going on in the family, but so this is where I keep the Giants and the Padres stuff. So my 2018 Bowman draft, I have a ton of that. I bought way too many Padres, and I'll show you a couple pictures of some of the lots out of these. This is my Bowman draft lot. I know. I probably have a problem. I know I do. So this is my Fernando Tatis lot. Some of them was it was an eBay purchase of a lot of his rookies. So that was pretty cool. And the last thing that I want to run through for you is Beckett, right? So I use this Beckett tool. I think it's pretty awesome. You go to the organizations tab of Beckett, and again, you do have to pay for this. So, but in here, I'm able to go down and I can search Tony Gwynn. Wait for that to pop up, and then this is all of my Tony Gwynn cards. Okay, I do have a goal to get, to a certain number of Tony Gwynns. My first is 500. That's my first goal, and then we'll see how I go from there. So here's my Juan Soto's. I heavily collect Juan Soto. 10 of his rookie debut. I might have a problem there, but you can see you can organize it into all these different collections. You make up whatever you want to do, whatever you want to put it in. And then the last thing I want to show you is my Facebook groups. So these Facebook groups are the groups that I kind of get a lot of my cards from. Real Breaks, there's a couple of other different break groups in there. Icon Breaks is another one that I use. The Breaks, Keep It Real, KIR, is another one that's pretty good. And there's a couple of Junk Era and miscellaneous groups. But these are the Facebook groups that I will often talk about. So that's pretty much it. I do have some stuff in binders, but I'm working to do a better job putting some of the players that I collect from here into binders, right? So the last thing that I want to take you through is my frame up here. Okay, so this frame I built, I showed in my intro video, but I noticed that I didn't really talk about the cards, right? So I'm going to individually talk about each one of these cards just real fast. So this Ozzie Smith was given to me from a friend. So this was my first graded card that I ever received, and it is an SGC 88, or a near mint to mint 8, right? So it's a 1980 Ozzie Smith. So when he was with the Padres, obviously that was, in my mind, his glory days, for us at least. I know he did his preponderance of his work elsewhere, but so this one here is a Tony Gwynn 7, PSA 7, 83 tops. I got this one because it has really sharp corners, really great edges. The centering is bad, it's even worse on the back. So that's why I got a 7, but I think it's still a really great card. The rest of my Tony Gwynn rookies, this Aaron Judge is pretty cool. I won't let it go for trade. I've been asked to do it, but because I got it in a pack. I got it in a pack with a friend, hanging out at a card shop, and it was a good time, and it still just reminds me of that time at the card shop. So can't go wrong with John Carlos Stanton rookie card. Grab that off eBay for real cheap. And then Shohei Ohtani Pink Refractor from the Heritage High Series. Pulled that out of a blaster box. Don Mattingly. Grabbed these both at a local card shop, and that Roger Clemens for real cheap. They're not in great conditions. That's definitely why I got them for so cheap, but still cards that growing up I really enjoyed. Never got a chance to own them, and now I do. Cody Bellinger SP Variation rookie card, and obviously the 89 Fleer Ken Griffey Jr. I pulled that out of a set, believe it or not. I was hoping for it to be a little bit better centering. Might have sent in to get graded, but as you can see, the centering and the edges, or the edge is not great. Wouldn't get a very good grade. So it's Aaron Judge rookie. It's just one of my favorite cards of him. So I definitely keep that one. I bought it in a lot of Aaron Judge rookies, and I've traded a couple of them, but I've kept that one. Cody Bellinger, Walker Buehler auto out of the 2018 Topps Update Series. Bought that off eBay. Fernando Tatis, got one on eBay. That's the eBay one, and then I pulled one out of a break. I would pick your team break 2018 Bowman's Best. 87 Bonds, that's a pack pull for me. I bought a whole box, about 3 boxes of 87 Donruss. Still have one that's unopened. I'll probably keep it for a long time, but that was the one that had the best centering on it. So Buster Posey, there you go with the Giants theme. Posey rookie, Bumgarner rookie, and then a Bumgarner museum collection. Now Francisco Mejia is now a Padre, along with Fernando Tatis peeking back there. So I PC those guys. Victor Robles, this was a pack pull out of a mega box. Oh, I'm sorry, this was a pack pull out of a rack pack. I got that one, so I'm pretty proud of that one. I haven't pulled a lot of huge cards. Since Inception, Topps Inception was out of one of those break groups on Facebook. I got the Padres, and that was pulled out of a box of Inception. Silverado to 99. So Franmil Reyes, SSP, from the 2018 Topps Update Series. Another Gwynn rookie. Got this one from a card shop. This was awesome. This is to 10. Right, you can see it there on the right, number 5 of 10. I didn't really know what it was worth. He threw a price out there, and I should have immediately snagged it. He said $40. Looking up comps, it was well over that. It's probably 100 and something. Again, getting back into this back in August, I am no expert, but he threw a price out there. The guy was great. I also got this Griffey from him, but definitely one of my favorite cards right there is that Tony Gwynn auto relic. Tony Gwynn is my favorite baseball player, and that is one of my favorite cards. It's Luis Urias auto relic. This one is to 150, right? Got that off of eBay. It was a redemption. Cashed in the redemption. And then this 89 Griffey Jr. Again, goes right back up to those Mattingly's. This is a card growing up that I really wanted. I had it at one point, traded it away, and then there it is again. I love that card. Alright, so this is a little impromptu mail day as well. So this was from a trade from the Snups app. I'm going to have the description I'll have it in the description below with the Snups app and the address to mine. But it's a really cool app. I trade fairly cheap stuff on there, right? I'm not going to go after and trade anybody for a Trout rookie or anything like that, but it's a really cool community of baseball card collectors and just another way to trade and purchase card. I've done a lot of trades with folks through this application, and it's also an awesome way to share your cards. When people want to do a trade or something, I will send them my Snups account so they can kind of pick through a lot of this stuff that I have. It's on that Snups app. But here we go. I traded one of those Aaron Judges that I just showed you up there, very similar to that, except for it was a mini 2017 rookie. I'm going to show the Aaron Judge in a picture along with this to show you what I traded for it. So here's the Aaron Judge, and here's what I traded for it. Fernando Tatis 2018 Bowman's Best to 50 as Madison shakes the camera. It's Bowman's Best Gold to 50. You can see my bald head in there in the reflection. Pretty awesome. All right, folks. So appreciate you sticking with me. 17 minutes going strong. This is my collection. This is how I sort it. Hopefully you can find some of the tips useful. And trying to think what my next video is going to be. I'm not real sure. Maybe I'll grab some stuff to rip into. I do have some mail days coming up. I had a Comp C order. I do want to talk about Comp C. If you don't know about Comp C, when I open this Comp C package, I will go through Comp C with you. It is an absolute must for collectors to know about Comp C. You can get some great cards on there. All right. Thanks for watching. Dave's Cards 861 out.